My name is not Jackson Asher, but that's what you can call me. Even now, months after this incident had happened, I don't feel safe sharing my real identity online, and after I'm done explaining what happened to me and my family, I hope you will feel the same way. I have changed the names of everyone involved, of course, for the same reasons. View what I'm about to share with you as a warning and a lesson. Don't make my mistakes, or others will face consequences far worse. This all started because of a Little League game. My youngest, Landon, has a game every Thursday, and for the longest time I have been putting off being present. When I did go, I decided to be the best single dad I could be and snap pictures of every single hit and run that they did. Once I got permission from the coach and we went for ice cream, I shared Landon's game pics all across Instagram and Facebook. I used as many hashtags as I could. I guess I was overcompensating for the fact that ever since his mom and I got the divorce, I hadn't had time for him or for his older brother, Tim. Work has had to come first, and usually that was to pay the sitter. Anyway, I shared his photos across a large web of social media accounts, showing off how proud I was. The next day, I started noticing I was getting a lot of requests from people that were either from his school or friends of friends, and I just accepted them all. I figured there wouldn't be any harm. But that night, I got an email that changed everything. It came almost an hour after Tim and Landon fell asleep. I was in my room doing some work stuff when the message appeared on my lower computer screen. The caption read, "Cute kid," and it came from a scrambled dummy email account. Curiously, I clicked on it and read the rest of the message, my heart beating a little faster as I went down the line of text. I was browsing through my usual hunting grounds when I came across your pictures. Your children remind me so much of my darling Avery. She was my first. Now with your pictures a tap away, she won't be my last. I immediately deleted it and tried not to shudder. Still, I thought that would be the end of it. I went to the social media platforms that I had placed their pictures on and took them down, worried that some other sicko might be out there. It wasn't enough. By morning, I had received several new emails, each from a different burner account, and all of them were from the stalker. They had decided to take things to the next level. Each email had attached a picture of Landon or his Little League team along with a warning of what was to come. I thought you should be aware that I decided to keep copies of all those lovely pictures you posted so freely. If you want to see what I'm doing with them, click the link below. I couldn't resist. I needed to know what this was. The link took me to a typical website that alerted my firewall software that I was leaving the security of the mainstream web. The dark web, I thought with a sickening feeling. The pictures were all neatly arranged with price tags alongside them. Then I got another email from the predator. Sharing is caring, but if you share this with the police, I can guarantee a lot worse is going to happen. I dared to reply to them, to find out what their endgame was. I will give you anything you want. Just don't hurt me or my children, I typed out. I got an almost instant reply. And where's the fun in that? My body felt numb, a worse feeling wiggling its way into my heart as I realized that this pervert wasn't in it for money. This isn't a game. This is my family, I typed back. For now, you mean? You're bluffing. I'm going to the police, and they'll nail your ass to the wall, I replied. Try me, my boy. Smiley face. I didn't know what to do. I shut down the computer and called my father. During the divorce, he had helped me handle some of the legal intricacies and had always been on my side. Even as I was explaining the situation, he kept telling me to slow down. You're not making sense. Why would anyone do this? What did they get out of it? He asked. I didn't know. and that scared me to death. Then he offered me some sound advice. Just ignore them, Jack. They can't hurt you if you take away their connection to you, he insisted. It sounded like a good idea. I told him thank you and tried to get some sleep, but the predator had other plans. Just as I was fully in dreamland, my phone buzzed. 12 more emails. I clicked on all of them to mark them as spam and tried to lay back down. I even made sure Landon and Tim were fine, just because the disturbing messages were making me paranoid. Then another email made me stop dead in my tracks. "Sleep well," smiley face, the caption read. I opened it and found that I was watching a video of myself walking into my boys' room and tucking them into bed. I looked up at my home security system and screamed in fury. "Just leave us alone! Leave my family alone!" I demanded. I went to the closet and grabbed a baseball bat from Landon. I wasn't about to let this pervert and his friends watch my children sleep or anything else. I smashed the cameras around my house to bits, one by one. Landon got up, hearing the noise and noticing how frightened I was. "Dad? What's wrong?" he asked sleepily. "Get back in bed," I ordered him as the phone pinged again. "Bad move, Jack. If you take away my access to them, you're gonna regret it." This time, I was on the offensive. "I'm not letting you see anything about them ever again, and I will go to the police first thing in the morning." Their reply was unexpected. "Why wait? Let's call them now," smiley face. I couldn't help but text back a confused response. "What? What do you mean?" Landon kept tugging at me as I reconnected to their sicko website automatically. Had they hacked into my phone? Did you forget what got into your computer hard drive? Now, I don't know about you, but it looks pretty bad to have all these pics of other people's kids for sale, Jack, the message said. I knew what was happening, and I felt powerless to stop it. This was blackmail, a power play. They had linked all of their twisted messages directly to my computer, making the connection to them untraceable. I couldn't help but to break down into tears. "I just want this to stop. Make it stop. Send me more pictures and we can keep this between us. No one has to know." The predator had complete control over me. I did as they requested, but even as I did, forced to send pictures of my own innocent sleeping children to some evil stranger, I started to plan ahead. I needed to leave, to restart my life. Everything I knew would need to be left behind. Change our names, our numbers, everything. It was the only way, or I would be their pawn forever. I swallowed a gulp of air and sent it to the website. Then I smashed my computer to bits. I went to the back laundry room and cut off the power to the house, waking up Landon and Tim as I did. "Dad, it's the middle of the night. Where are we going?" they asked as I got them dressed. "Put your shoes on. We have to leave," I told them. They were half asleep and didn't question me. We got into the car and started to drive. We kept going for hours. My first instinct was to take them to their moms, and they would be safer there while I sorted this out. We got there just after sunrise. I demanded she not ask questions and kissed my boys goodbye. Some part of me felt like it was going to be for a very long time. Tears fell down my face as I waved and drove off to try to make amends for such a simple, careless mistake. It's been a few months since then, and I have done all I can to keep them safe and to recreate my identity. But I don't think we're out of the woods yet, because my wife tells me sometimes she gets strange emails too. No subject, just attachments with pictures of the boys. I know that the predator wants to twist the knife further and remind me that they are never but a computer screen away. "Never open them. Never even consider clicking on them," I warned her. She's listened so far, but then I see her share a picture on Instagram, and I get that sick feeling again. And I wonder too, who else is watching us out there on the dark web? Will we ever be safe again? What scares me most is the fact that I don't think I'll ever know for sure.